Today we're going to be animating this cute cookie diving board animation in Procreate Dreams. So here we are in Procreate. I've got all the assets already completed. So I've got the cookie on one layer. I've got 3 sets of eyes, so it's going to have a blinking animation. So I've got like a half eye, a full eye, and then just a little slit, and then the mouth is going to go from a smiley mouth to an open mouth. Have the legs on one layer, the arms in one layer, the diving board on one layer, the glass and the milk all on separate layers. Alright, so let's move on over to Procreate Dreams, and we're going to start a new project. So click the plus in the top right corner there. You can choose what size screen you want just by scrolling through all these sizes here, and you can change the resolution by clicking on the little red square, and you can change that however you like it. But we're going to stick with the widescreen, and I'm going to make an empty. Okay, and there we are, and let's go ahead and click on the title here. We're going to change some of the properties. We're going to change the frames per second to 12. And the duration is going to be probably no more than 10 seconds, but I'm going to start off with 15 just to give me enough space. Click on the 1 minute mark right there and hit backspace. I'll get rid of that. So we have 12 frames per second, 15-second animation, and the 1920 by 1080. Hit done. And here we are. Now we need to get all of our assets in from Procreate. So I'm going to go back over to Procreate, go back to the gallery view, hold my finger down on it until it's moving around. Don't let go yet. We're going to move on over here to Dreams, and we're going to drop it right there. Alright, we might have to move it around a little bit. So I want the diving board off the screen, and I want the bottom of the glass off the screen. So about like that. Should be good. Okay, and the next thing we need to do is probably our background. I think that is on the numbers here, background color, and let's change that to an orangish color, about like that. I think is what I want. So that's good. Okay, and now we're going to, we have our file that we brought in here, but you can see it's just a flat file. We needed to change this into all the layers that we had over in Procreate. So hold down on your track here and convert layers to tracks. So you can see it created a group, and then when we open that group up, there is all of our layers that we wanted. So the first thing I want to do is group all of the cookie assets into one group so we can animate the cookie all together. So that's going to be, that's the arms. So the arms, the legs, the cookie, and the 3 eyes and the 2 mouths. So I'm going to select all of those by going to the little layers selection right there, and then I'm going to draw a line through all of those cookie assets. So you can see they highlight red. And then we're going to hold our finger down on it, long press, and we want to group it. Alright, so that's going to group all of the cookie together. And as I've said before, a little pet peeve of mine about this is it maintains all of those tracks that you grouped. So I don't want them. They are messy. So I'm going to delete, hold down on it and delete it. Alright, there we go. So now we got our cookie in a group, we got our diving board separate, and our milk and glass. Probably could have put those together, but it don't matter. We can deal with it just like this. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is move my cookie. Alright, so we're going to go down to the cookie group, and we're going to have him start off the screen. So I'm going to hit, not that, the little clacker here, and we're going to move and scale. Now we want to take that cookie and put him off the screen. So about right there. Alright, and then maybe it's going to take him 1.5 seconds maybe to get out to the end of the board. So I'm going to go out to 1.5 seconds, which is, here's your timeline. And we're going to click on it again. And now we're going to move our cookie out to the board, into the board here. All right, let's see what that looks like. Yeah, it's fine. And I like the easements too, how it starts off slow and it gets quicker. That's fine. That's exactly what we wanted. So we got the cookie going out now. And I want him to stand there for a couple of seconds. Not a couple of seconds, but I want to stand there to just give him enough time to blink a couple of times. So I'm going to come out maybe to the 3-second mark. And we're going to click on it again, and we're not going to change him. We're going to leave him right there, so he'll stay in that position on the end there, from there to there. All right. Now from here, he's going to move. All right, and we want him to bounce, go down, and then we're going to jump up, and he's going to go into the milk. Now I'm going to use the performance mode for this one, and performance mode is it records your finger movement, whatever you're moving on the screen. It records it, so it makes it easy to animate if you are not an animator. So to do that, we're going to click on the little record button right there, and you can see up here in the top left it says ready and it's blinking. Now as soon as we move that cookie, it's going to start recording. So I'm going to have him bounce down and then up in the air and then into the milk. Just like that. Alright, and let's see what that looks like now. We're going to come out, blink a couple times, and then jump up and down in the milk. Alright, very good. He didn't go down. He just goes from the top. So I kind of didn't want him to go down. So maybe I'll make another frame here. See what that looks like. Down and then about, there we go. That's good. So we bounce it down a little bit and then go back up into the milk. Okay, very good. Also, let's see. I want to get another type of... So these are called keyframes here. So these are all movement keyframes. So right about here, I want a different kind of keyframe. So what you need to do to start a new keyframe type is go back, move your clacker up to the main assets there, the cookie. And then about right here, I'm going to click on it again. I'm going to hit filter this time. We're going to hit opacity. All right, so that's going to create another keyframe timeline down here. So this is our movement keyframe timeline, and this is going to be our opacity timeline. So from here, he's going to be full opacity, and then when he starts going into the milk, I want him to start fading out. So about right there, when he completely disappears, we're going to have that opacity go down to 0. Now let's see. Yeah. All right, so it looks like he kind of disappears. So that's exactly what I wanted. All right, and that will be it for that. The cookie is done. So the next thing, let's move the board. So the little diving board. So it's going to, he's going to come out to about right there. And the first thing we need to do, okay, so right there where it's going to start going down, I'm going to click on it. And we're going to do a move and move in scale. And I'm going to click the 3 little dots right there, and we need to move at our anchor point. So that's a little plus sign right there. And wherever that anchor point is, that's which way it's going to move from. So if I put it here in the middle, it's going to move up and down. If I put it on here on the end, that side's going to move up and down. So I want it on that end so the board will go up and down on this side. All right, so that's good. We hit done when we're finished with that. All right, and now I want that board to start going down as cookie's going down. So I'm going to stretch this out a little bit. And we're going to move the board. So when we want to move this, we want to do a rotation. So you need to click on it in until you get that little curve sign. And then we need to be kind of close to that curve sign to get it to work properly. If your finger's away from it, it's probably not going to work. It's going to start trying to resize it or something like that, which we do not want. So right here, see, exactly what I was talking about. We're going to undo that. And see, if you're too far away, it won't do it either. So it's doing it again. We need to There we go. So we're going to dim down to there. See, he's going to come out a little bit more. All right, and then the board is going to start going back up. So I'm going to click on it again, and we're going to rotate it board back up. Nope, not yet. There we go. And we're going to bring the board out a little bit more. We can click on it again, and we can bring that board up some more. All right, and then I think from here, I might do the board in performance mode from here because I want it to kind of bounce up and down. So I'm going to click on the record mode, see if we can get that curved line, and let's see if we can get it to bounce. Nope, didn't work. I'll do that again. All right, let me see if I can get this cookie. Come on. There we go. Let's see what that looks like. Take off. So he's going to come out, bounce, and the board. Yeah, that's good. All right. So again, you can tweak this and make it look perfect if you want, but for this video, to make it a little bit quicker, I'm just going to leave it like that. That's fine. Okay, the next thing we want to do is we can do our milk splash if we want now. So what I want to do is I want to come down here where the milk's at, and then where he first enters the milk. So if you're enjoying the content, I have a small favor to ask that makes a huge difference. Subscribing to my channel is like giving a virtual high five, and it means the world to me. When you hit that subscribe button, you're not just supporting the channel, you're joining an incredible community of awesome people who love art just as much as you do. Imagine being part of something bigger where every view, like, and comment helps us grow and reach more awesome folks just like you. Plus, subscribing is super easy. It's just one click, but that one click has a ripple effect, helping me create more content, bringing new ideas to life, and spreading positivity all around. And hey, in the spirit of kindness, how about this? Subscribe and then go out and do something nice for someone today. Hold the door open for a stranger, leave a kind note for a coworker, or simply smile at someone who looks like they need it. Let's make the world a bit brighter together. So what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button and let's make amazing things happen. Thank you for your support. You're the reason this channel exists. I'm going to hit the little plus here. We're going to create a new track on top of the milk. And then we're going to go into drawing mode. And we're going to pick a white color. We want a pure white. So I'm going to go over here to collapsing. We got right up to the top. Okay, good. And then we're going to make this a little bit bigger. Drawing mode. Okay, now we're there. So a little splash here. Little splash here. And then he starts to disappear. So now we can make a big splash. All right. Kind of connect some of these. Go over a little more. One more over, and I'm just going to make it a little bit bigger. And then it can start getting smaller again. You can put some little drops going out. A little bit smaller. And some even smaller. And maybe this is almost the last one. Okay, let's see what that looks like. Go out of drawing mode and little cookie. Splash, there we go. Looks great. Alright, so let's see what we can do next. So we're going to do the cookie animation stuff next. So we're going to open up our cookie group here. And I guess the first thing I'm going to do is probably his eyes. Let's get those to blinking. I didn't want that. Okay, so remember I told you I had 3 sets of eyes, fully open, half closed, and then a little half moon shape. Okay, so when he gets to the end of the board here, when he stops, now I'm going to have his eyes start to blink. So right here, we're going to click on the little thing and hit edit and split it. And we're going to go up to the next eyes in the same spot, edit, split. All right. And then what we're going to do is we're going to turn off the full eyes. And we're going to turn on the half eyes. So you can go boink. All right. And then we're going to come out just a little bit more, not much, because we want the eyes animation to be kind of quick. All right. And now what we're going to do is we're going to split those eyes again. And then we're going to go up to the half moon shape eyes. We're going to edit and split that. Now we're going to turn those on and turn that one off. So now it's going to blink. All right. And then we're just going to do the opposite all the way till they're back open again. So we're going to edit, split, turn it off, go down here, edit, split, and turn that one on. Go over a little bit more, edit, split, turn him off, go down to our full eyes, edit, split, and we're going to turn them on. So that's one blinking animation. Let's see what it looks like. Blink, yep. And now I want to do one more time before he jumps. So we're going to full eyes now. We're going to edit, split it again, turn it off, go up, edit, split it, turn it back on, go out a little bit more, edit, split, edit, split, turn that one on and turn that one off. So his eyes are closed, and then we're going to make them open up all the way. So we're going to edit, split it, turn that one off, edit, split it, turn that one on, come out just a little bit more, edit, split it, turn that one off, and then we're going to turn the full one back on and we'll be done. Alright, so that should be blinking 2 times. Let's see. Blink, blink, and then you're going to jump. Alright, so now what we're going to do is mouth. So that's all we need to do on the eyes. They are done. So I'm going to go up to the mouth, and we're going to kind of do the same thing. So he turned off the full mouth. You can have the little smile until he gets out to the edge here. Blink a couple of times. And then when he goes to jump, right here, we're going to edit, split it up here. Edit, split it. We're going to turn on the full mouth and turn off the half mouth, and that's it. Okay, let's see what that looks like. Phew, there we go. All right, now it's not hard really, but it's the most labor intensive part. So we're going to go to the arms next. All right, so we want the arms to be the same until they get right here, and then right when he starts to bounce, we're going to start changing those arms up. So when we see the board start to move down, there we go, right there. All right, so right here, we're going to edit and we're going to split the arms, and we're going to delete the ones after it. All right, so we'll have up to here till he starts to bounce. And now we're going to draw some new arms. And we're going to go to the drawing mode, and we're going to change this to black. And ink or streamliner, you can use any brush that you like. And then we can see our onion skin of our arms. So they're not going to move too much right now. They're going to start to get a little bend in them. That's a little thick. Let me take that down some. I got 4 little fingers. Alright. And then we can see where they were at before. So we need to come down a little bit and then put more of a bend in them. And actually, we can do it one more time. Put more of a bend. And then to keep from having to do it each time, just duplicate it. Hold it down, duplicate it, and then maybe we can make it really bent. You got that? Okay. All right, and then when he starts to go back up, we're going to straighten those arms back out a little bit. So from here, maybe we'll start to make them straighten out a bit. Okay, maybe a little bit more. And then more. And probably that's going to be the last one. Oops, that's too much movement. So you can see where the one was before. You don't want it to jump too much. And then I might just leave them like that. And then so we're just going to duplicate them. Let me do it about 5 times, I guess. Alright, and then what we're going to do is we're going to go to the layer menu here. We're going to select those. And we're going to hold our finger down and we're going to group them. And now we can duplicate this group. Just keep on. That's probably going to be good. I think the cookie's already disappeared by then. Let's see what it looks like. Yeah, that's good. One more time for the arms. Yeah, great. Okay, so that's the arms, and now the only thing we need to do is the legs. And the legs, probably we'll do the bending part first. So see where that starts to go down. So about right there. And we're going to split those legs, edit, split. We're going to delete. Maybe we won't delete them. I'll tell you what we'll do instead. We will take out a chunk. So I'm going to edit and split it. Well, actually, we can see. So probably about right here, they're going to be straightened out again. So I'm going to split it right there. And we're going to delete this middle one here. So we got a gap there when its legs disappear. So this is the part where we need to draw them in. So I'm going to go to here. And he's going to be starting to maybe bend his legs a bit. So let's make sure that he's still touching the board. It's going to be kind of a little S shape. I'm just going to get a little bit bigger bend. Okay, and they're going to stay right there. I think that's the very bottom, so we're going to duplicate that one until it starts to go up. Okay, starting to go up now. So actually, I'm going to take that last one I made off. We're going to draw them in here. I'm going to start straightening those legs out a bit. Okay. Alright, and his legs are going to start coming off the board now. Okay, I'm going to duplicate it now. We're going to fill in all that gap that we had. So there it starts right there. I'm going to go all the way over to there. and we'll see what it looks like. All right, we made it. All right, let's see. It looks good. All right, guys, and I'll leave you with the final animation at the end of the video, but I hope this has helped you out. I found it so much easier. Used to, I would not make different sets of eyes and different sets of mouths. I would just draw them, change them each time, but I find this is so much easier to already have them prepared and then just to split it and then turn that layer off and turn another layer on, especially when the animations is really quick. So it really works very well. So I hope you have got a lot out of this and it's helped you to understand how to use Procreate Dreams a little bit better. And I will see you guys next week for another Procreate or Procreate Dreams tutorial. Take care.